Karens of all types. This story is a bit different from what you might expect. I run my own business as a cybersecurity consultant on the West Coast. At 35, I've been in this field for quite some time and have about 10 employees. One of our recent hires is a unique case, a remarkably intelligent person who somehow believes that her Ivy League education gives her the right to act superior. Since I'm the owner, I usually leave daily operations to my senior security engineers, so she's only seen me a handful of times in the 3 months she's been with us. One day, I was out shopping for office supplies and decided to stop by my local Sam's Club for lunch. I used to work there in my early 20s, and I was friends with the current manager. I was dressed in formal business attire, which would become relevant later. After enjoying a meal and chatting with my friend, the manager, I headed to throw away my plate when I heard shouting from the cafe counter nearby. Curiosity got the better of me, and I looked over. A woman was yelling, "What do you mean you're out of frozen yogurt? Do you ever keep anything stocked?" This was a common complaint during summer, given how popular frozen yogurt is. Then she spotted me and rushed over. "Manager, you need to do something about this. I want that employee fired right now. He was rude and called me names." I tried to explain, "I don't work," but she cut me off, her anger palpable. "I don't care. You will fire him or I'm contacting corporate." That's when it clicked. I recognized her as my employee. "I can't help you because I don't work here," I replied, deciding to see how this would unfold. She jabbed her finger into my chest, twisting it. "Listen, I don't know who you think you are, but I'm smarter than you. The only reason you're here is that you couldn't finish college." I almost laughed at her absurdity. Just then, my friend, the manager, came running over to see what was going on. Before I could explain, she jumped in. "He assaulted me and verbally abused me while refusing to fire this employee," she shouted, pointing at the horrified cafe worker. "If you don't fire him, I'll have all of your jobs." It was ironic to hear her call us clowns. At that point, I was fed up. "Karen, I'm the owner of the consultancy you work for. We just hired you a couple of months ago." I showed her my badge, and her face went pale. My friend added, "I saw her attacking you. The police are already on their way." Karen's face turned even whiter, and she looked like she might faint. When the police arrived, they reviewed the security footage and without asking me anything, handcuffed her and took her away. They asked if I wanted to press charges, and I agreed. Later, I learned from my friend that Karen had yanked the cafe worker by the collar, slapped her, and pushed her before I arrived. I asked the officers if I could speak with her before they drove her off. They agreed, and I approached her in the police car, hands cuffed behind her back. She opened her mouth to speak, but I raised my finger to silence her. For someone who graduated with honors from an Ivy League school, you're not very bright. I was never impressed with your work, and now that this has happened, I doubt you'll find another job in the security field. Don't bother coming back to work. I never thought I'd run into a Karen who actually worked for me,